everybody. My name is Arn Franz. I'm a project manager with the Department of Public Space and Urban Forestry. I wanted to welcome everybody to the official ribbon cutting for the Allen Street Playground, the new Allen Street Playground and Community Garden. There was a lot of thought and a lot of community effort that went into the design and the construction of this space. So there are many people that deserve thanks. But we have some speakers here today. We'll be starting with the mayor, but I just wanted to let you know. So in terms of general thanks, yes, absolutely. Thank you to Mayor Curtatone, City Council, Councilor Scott, who is here and who is very, a huge advocate for this project at our community meetings. Former City Councilor at large, Stephanie Hirsch, was the person who started this project, who kick-started it by getting the application in for CPA funds, which provided a big part of the funds for the project, and the neighbors of this park and this community who've been very supportive, who came to our community meetings, who sent us emails talking about the things that they thought would work and didn't work. So it was a well thought out design process. I'd like to thank the Allen Street Community Gardens. This was just a community garden space before we built the playground, and the community gardeners have been very patient with us as we've been going through this construction process. So thank you to them. This is December, but the community gardens are available for planting this spring. So I also wanted to thank a couple other people. Laura Boretsky, who is the chairperson of the Community Preservation Committee for the City of Somerville, who allocates, in the Community Preservation, the CPC allocates funds, Community Preservation Act funds, again, which supported this project. I also wanted to thank CAS, Community Action Agency of Somerville. David Gibbs was a huge proponent of this project, and Jessie Leonard is the director of Somerville's Head Start program. Jessie is here, and she'll be able to say a couple of words in a minute. And then, then the backbone of the city. We couldn't have done this project without the city's DPW support, the engineering department support, the support of inspectional services. So just thank you, everyone. And so, and our designers, Terra Inc., great landscape architecture firm and a great contractor, Shaba Construction. So thank you, everyone. And now, Mr. Mayor, thank you. Joe.
Thank you, Arn. I want to thank you, Arn Franzen, and Luis Oliveira, the Director of Public Space and Urban Forestry, and George Poekas, the Director of the Office of Strategic Planning and Community Development. And special thanks to all our partners in this, the residents of this neighborhood. We work closely with the city to make sure their input was formulated into the final plan and design. Councilor J.T. Scott, for his leadership, I had the honor of working with him on this and many other opportunities to create more open space in a very creative way in some of our most densely populated, underserved neighborhoods here in this ward, and former Councilor Stephanie Hirsch for really kickstarting, as Arn mentioned. And again, the Community Preservation Committee, for disseminating those funds here and doing a great job and helping us reinvest that taxpayer money back into the city's goals around open space, historic preservation, and affordable housing. This space is really creative. It's going to provide a tremendous amount of opportunity for young learners here at Head Start, and I want to thank CAS and Head Start. And it may be the end of the calendar year, late in December, but in these COVID times, any opportunity to celebrate something positive, we want to take that opportunity and hope to celebrate more informally, but in a very densely gathered way together with all of you when we can all be out safely in our parks and open spaces. I do want to give a special shout out to the taxpayers of this city as well. Another fine example when we can actually do public good by reinvesting that money back into the community. Somerville is the most densely populated community in New England. We've been underserved by state agencies in our history who own the majority of the open spaces in the city. We've slowly been crawling back the amount of open space we've lost over the years and designating opportunities to create new and dynamic spaces for the public to recreate. or just to gather or to create opportunities for healthy living. So it's an honor to work with Councilor Scott and the entire City Council who has been supportive and the community at large to once again present an incredible project that will provide a lot of public good. Thank you very much.
Okay, I'm Laura Boretsky. I'm chair of the Community Preservation Committee. Start by giving a shout out to Councilor Scott, a shout out in absentia to former Councilor Stephanie Hirsch, who put their heart and soul into this. This is a perfect Community Preservation Committee project, as it's open space is one of our priorities. And as you heard, a lot of thought and effort went into the design. I believe the funding that we gave was used to pay for Terra Inc., who did the landscaping. And COVID or not, a playground in Somerville is truly critical. In fact, more critical in COVID. I have kids, and if I can send them out with their masks on at a local playground, I am thrilled to just get them out of the house right now and have them have a place to go. I know prior to this setting being here, the kids going to the Head Start behind me here, the kids in the neighborhood had to cross really busy streets over in Union Square to get to Argenziano or Conway, the two nearest playgrounds to here. So it's really wonderful to have this nestled on these nice quiet streets here, beautifully landscaped. Again, thank you, Councilor Scott. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, City.
All right, thank you. And thank you to everybody involved in this. I think it's already been said, but it can't be said enough. The thanks to Director Oliveira, Director Franzen, and the entire cross-department team that made this a reality. Also, thanks to the conscience of Councilor Hirsch, who, as she frequently did, saw a need that demanded address. A project like this, in the earshot of bulldozers and cranes of the construction all around us in Union Square, may seem small and unassuming next to the 27, 28, 30-story structures that will surround it in the not too near future. But to me, the fact that we dedicate our attention and our resources to making a small space like this for some of our smallest residents is an incredible statement of our values. A statement of how much we value the people who live here now, the people who in our city are in most of need of services and get them from the Community Action Agency of Somerville. A statement that in the midst of great change, we will leave no one behind. So I thank the mayor and the residents of the city for prioritizing projects like this, for projects like the park soon to be on the American Legion site across the street in Somerville Ave, for all of the ways in which we ensure that there is still space for those that live here now in the future of Somerville to come. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jessie Leonard. I'm the director of Head Start in the Community Action Agency of Somerville, as you can see right here. And I just want to add that as one of the biggest beneficiaries of this new safe outdoor play space that we have never had here, this is going to be an incredible life changer for the kids, for the teachers. Walking across Union Square has been very, very difficult for all of them. And I just wanted to add a point, which is that investing in young children and their play, which we all know is their learning, you're investing in early childhood, which we also all know is sort of the key to everything. So it's a commitment to values, not just in young people, but in the education of the youngest people, because it's the most critical education there is in many ways. So we're super, super grateful. This is incredible. We're bursting, truly bursting with joy over this, just privately at home where we're safe. And someday we'll be bursting together with joy out here. Thanks. Thanks, everybody.
All right, we are ribbon cutting. You gotta count to 3.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.